Hey guys, what's up? Resto here, and I'm on my 80 Twink Death Knife Phaeton. Basically, you might be wondering, what is a Twink? Well, Twinking is, for us, capping at a certain level, for us level 80, and progressing through this content as if it was today's content. So, back in Wrath, you had Tier 7, which is Naxxramas, Obsidian Sanctum, Tier 8, which was Ulduar, Tier 9, which is Child of Grand Crusader, and Tier 10, which is ICC. We progress through these tiers as a guild. My entire guild is level 80, as if, making it as authentic as possible. Back in the day when it was like hard, we enforced rules to make it just as hard as it was back then. So at the moment, I've got my BIS gear, best in slot gear on, or close to it. I've got a couple of pieces that aren't too good, but best in slot gear on, which we don't use in progression rating or rating, because that's just too OP. We are in Tier 7 at the moment. We're in Tier 7, which is Naxxramas and Obsidian Sanctum. So we've got a rule of only 200 eye level gear is allowed, except for Khaz'Goroth, who drops Tier 213 gear. But you get the idea. So I've got my Tier 200 eye level gear on, and that's what we use for rating. Our entire team is 200 or lower gear. We enforce it very strictly that anything higher you're not allowed to bring in. But that's just to make it as authentic as possible. Like you don't want it, and we don't want to go in there and have some one of us destroy all the trash by themselves. So it makes it more fun and more challenging. So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to go through a dungeon, and I'm just going to explain a couple of things about the guild and whatnot, so I hope you guys enjoy it. Hey guys, what's up? So I've just entered Halls of Lightning, heroic, and I've decided to wear my BIS gear just to speed things up a bit. We don't normally use our BIS gear or any gear that's too OP, because it can get a bit boring. We only really use it for just trying to punch out some plenty of runs. So yeah, I promised you guys to talk to you about about our guild and rules and stuff like that. So well, first off, we don't allow BIS gear during progression. In fact, we don't allow any gear higher than the maximum gear available from that tier. That means if we're in Naxxramas or Tier 7 at the moment, which is Naxxramas and Obsidian Sanctum, that means the maximum gear available to us is 213. So I cannot wear any gear that is higher than 213. That means I cannot wear 219, 232, 258, anything higher than 213. That is the maximum we're allowed. If we can wear anything lower than that, it could be 50 eye level, it could be nothing, as long as it is under 200. Because for every patch, every tier. So for Tier 8, which is Ulduar, we don't allow any gear over 226. Second, we don't allow any reforging or cataclysm or Missa Pandaria and chance of gemming and all that, because they didn't exist during progression. And when I say during progression, I mean if we're going through Naxxramas at the moment and we get up to a boss and we have to stop for the night, the next day or the next reset might come in and power through the first couple bosses with our good gear on, our BIS gear on, just to speed it up and allow time for us to get to the boss we're up to last week. But in saying that, basically anything that didn't exist at the time of the patch or the tier, it probably won't be allowed due to wanting to make it authentic for everyone. That might include professions as well. We do allow people to level up to 600 in their professions. I myself am 600 engineering, but we don't use anything like that otherwise. We don't use gear available at 600 besides what was available
at the time. So basically we're at tier 7 at the moment in Neximus, and that's at 200 eye level. We also have next, which is Khaz'Goroth at 226 eye level. Then tier 9 is TOTC and Onyxia's Lair, 232. And then finally is ICC, which is 264, I believe. Our raid times are Wednesdays and Fridays, 8 PM onwards. Finish about 10 PM all server time, and this is on Khaz'Goroth Horde. We also do Sundays and Tuesdays, which we might do Obsidian Sanctum short runs. They usually go about 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes, because it's only one boss. It's not too long. If you're wondering where to turn off your experience, there's an experience eliminator in Orgrimmar. Currently, our guild has 41 members as of 17th September 2013. We've got 10 of these being alts, and our guild is level 19 at the moment. We're looking mainly for just all people interested in AD twinking. We do have a good number of tanks at the moment. We would look for some more DPS or healers. But you know, of course, tanks are welcome as well. There's just plenty of room for tanks. But we're looking at another 4 to 5 weeks for tier 7. Our next goal is Khaz'Goroth, which is Herald of the Titans. So yeah, that's pretty much all you need to know. If you have any questions, feel free to talk to me in game, or you can email me. So I hope you guys learned something, you might be interested, and yeah, I'll see you later.